This week, there are over 15 different models releasing, and some of those have more than one colorway. Basically, there's no time to waste. I am your host, Jacques Slade, and this is The Heat Check.
It's time for us to show that heat, that this weekend will be on your feet. It's The Heat Check.
All right, let's start off with running and training, and basically Nike has this week locked down. A few weeks ago, Nike announced a bunch of versions of Nike Free, and this week we are seeing them hit retail. For those that love Flyknit and natural motion, we have a few options. The first being the Nike Free Flyknit 3.0. Now these are in a few colorways and will be dropping at Finish Line. We will also have the Flyknit 4.0. This gives you just a bit more assistance than the 3.0, and if you need even more than that, you can grab the 5.0. However, the 5.0 does not have the Flyknit upper, just keep that in mind. Nike is also releasing another 5.0 sneaker, but this one is more for training than it is for running, and it's officially called the Nike Free Trainer 5.0. Okay, now for those of you that want a little more explanation into what's the difference between 3.0, 4.0, and 5.0, click this video right here and it'll give you a full explanation on which shoe you should actually be picking up. Heat check. As you would expect with the NBA playoffs right around the corner, basketball kicks are getting a lot of love this week as well, and we have some from retros all the way to new styles. Derrick Rose may not be on the court, but the D-Rose 4.5 is still looking nice. Adidas took a chance with the design, and I think that it works well for this shoe. Next up, we have a hybrid with the Jordan 6 17-23. Now, though most people will not be taking these to the court, they do fit the requirements for some runs at the gym, and both of those will be available at Finish Line. Now, keeping with Jordan brand, we have the Birmingham inspired colorways of the Jordan 9 and of the Jordan 1 High. These both look great with those touches of wolf gray. Great job, Jordan brand. On the retro side, we have the Nike Air Bacon. Tim Hardaway used to put in work in these. And finally, we have the Nike Sonic Flight. This is basically a matchup of Gary Payton's The Glove and GP1, and that one will actually be available in 2 colorways. Heat check. And last but not least, we have some trainers from the 90s, and we have some updated classics. Keyshawn Johnson may have been an analyst for ESPN, but he used to put in work on the field back in the 90s. This weekend, Adidas is bringing back his signature sneaker, the Key Trainer, which was launched during their Adidas Feet You Wear campaign. As for the updated classics, Nike is building on our love for the Air Max with new Jacquard prints on the Air Max 1, on the 90, and on the 95. The Jacquard print allows for Nike to do some really cool print options, and the ones that are in this last bunch look pretty nice. Heat check. It's hard to believe that there are actually 15 different shoes that are dropping this weekend. Let's do a quick recap of what's going to be available at Finish Line. First up, we're going to have the D-Rose 4.5. That was going to cost you $140. Wishing Derrick Rose a quick recovery. We're also going to have the Nike Free 5.0. That was going to cost you $99. Then we'll have the Free Flyknit 3.0. That one's going to cost you $140. We have the mashup of Gary Payton shoes with the Nike Sonic Flight. That's going to be available in 2 colorways. That's $140. For Jordan fans, we have the 6 17-23. That one's going to cost you $145. We have the Birmingham Barons Jordan Retro 9. That's going to cost you $170. And then we have a similar version, the Air Jordan 1 Retro High Birmingham Barons. That one's going to cost you $140. As for the Air Max fans, we have the Air Max 1 Jacquard. That's going to cost you $140 as well. We have the Air Max 90 Jacquard. That's going to cost you $150. And then we have the Air Max 95 Jacquard. That was going to cost you $180. And finally, last but not least, we have the Adidas Key Trainer for Keyshawn Johnson. That one's going to cost you $130. And that's not everything that's dropping this weekend. You'll also be able to find the Nike Air Bacon. That one looks pretty nice. There's also the Nike Free Trainer 5.0. This one looks really cool. And then finally, we have the Nike Free Flyknit 4.0. This is in between the 3.0 and the 5.0, and that will be dropping this weekend as well. Heat check. Well, that's going to do it for the show today. I know there's a lot of stuff dropping this weekend, but before I go, I want to give a big shout out to Finish Line. They sent over this No Pain, No Gain t-shirt. It's kind of like the word no, K-N-O-W, no pain, like if you no pain, then you no gain, or no pain, no gain, like the traditional shirt. It's kind of a bit of a play on words. I thought it was pretty cool that they sent this over. I liked it, especially since I'm trying to get right for the summer. Anyway, if you haven't already, why don't you go ahead and subscribe, and as always, visit the links down in the description because it'll take you directly to the shoes over on the Finish Line page. Well, I am your host, Jacques Slade. This is the Heat Check presented by Finish Line. As always, I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Peace.